Apple is paying Google to fix Siri. Let that sink in. The world's most privacy conscious company is licensing intelligence from the world's largest advertising company. On the surface, that seems impossible, but this is what Bloomberg is reporting. Apple will pay Google $1 billion a year to run a custom Gemini model. So, how did we get here? For that, we have to jump into the last 2 years at Apple. Now, Apple Intelligence was a signature feature of the iPhone 16, not the 17 we just launched. The rollout did not match experience. Several features slipped, internal teams disagreed, several top AI engineers left Apple, and Siri couldn't perform reliably any type of multi step tasks modern assistants are expected to handle. So here's the kind of capability gap that we're talking about. And this is my benchmark example for an agentic assistant. Whoever does it first, I think will get it right. So if I say, book me a cab to downtown from wherever I'm standing, a competent AI agentic assistant should find out where I am, identify which ride apps operate in my country. So in UAE, it's Kareem, it's Bolt, it's Hala Taxi. I compare the ETAs and the prices, figure out from history which type of ride I take, which cars I prefer, authenticate my payment, and have the car standing outside. So the only input I should be giving is book me a car to or book me a cab to downtown, and the cab should be standing outside, and that's when I'll know agentic capability has come into one of these assistants. And while Apple was grappling with Siri issues, the broader phone market was sending another clear signal. AI was not a top upgrade driver. I mean, think about it yourself. When was the last time you bought a phone for the AI features? You buy it for the performance benchmarks, for the battery backup, the camera performance, but not really for AI features. And this is what the survey showed. Only about 10 to 11% of users bought a phone for the AI features. So I think the Chinese manufacturers are getting it right, and they are gaining momentum through visible practical improvements. The massive batteries, I think in this generation of flagships from China, 7,000 plus mAh capacities are becoming standard. Silicon carbide fast charging, advanced thermals, liquid cooling. I saw liquid cooling. The new Red Magic 11 Pro has liquid cooling in a phone, and they run efficient open source AI models fully on device. Now, these upgrades directly improve the daily experience of the user without billion-dollar AI training budgets. So, Apple faced a straightforward decision: delay another product cycle or source the missing reasoning capability and keep the user experience moving forward. Now, licensing Gemini became the logical answer. The implementation is where Apple preserves its identity. Gemini runs inside Apple's private cloud compute on Apple hardware under Apple's security model. Google never touches the data. Apple gets the capability, and the privacy promise stays intact. This also fits into an unusual financial relationship that already existed between the two companies. Google pays Apple nearly $20 billion a year to remain the default search engine on iPhone. Now, Apple pays $1 billion back for a reasoning engine. Each gets leverage in the part of the stack they need the most. But the deeper industry implication is more interesting. If Apple, a company built around tight integration and proprietary systems, can rent intelligence and still deliver a seamless premium experience, well, that remains to be seen. What does that say about the billions being spent on new data centers and mega models? Open source is rapidly improving. Chinese OEMs are proving that local efficient models can deliver meaningful capabilities, and customers still reward reliability, battery life, core features, not really parameter counts. Now, this suggests that the real strategic advantage is shifting, not towards the biggest model, but owning the execution layer, the layer that turns intent into action across apps, services, and devices. Apple is renting today to close the gap quickly, but once its own larger model is ready, it can quietly replace Gemini without the user even noticing. The experience stays consistent, the ecosystem stays intact, and the long term control returns fully to Apple. This is the same model they took with the M series of chips that are now standard across all their devices. This isn't really Apple falling behind. It's a sign that intelligence is becoming modular, and that integration, not scale, will determine who wins. And it leaves the industry with a direct question: if capability can be leased and users aren't rewarding massive AI spend, why is everyone still building everything from scratch? Until next time, see you.